Hi, my name is Sarah Michelson. I'm Chief of Staff at the Oregon Early Learning Division, and I'm here today to walk you through the family engagement section of our health and safety guidelines. On August 14th, 2020, we issued new guidelines on health and safety for childcare and early education programs operating during the COVID-19 pandemic. We're doing a series of videos to help you understand and implement these new guidelines. So if you haven't already, go ahead and start with the introduction video from Early Learning System Director Miriam Calderon. She walks you through how these guidelines were developed and why we have them. Then go ahead on to the overview video for questions around who these guidelines apply to, how you apply to be emergency child care, and what exactly this all means. Um, the process you need to follow to be legally compliant with how to operate is also part of that overview video. And will continue to operate under emergency childcare or the ECC framework for as long as is necessary to keep providers, families, and children safe during this time. So let's go ahead and go down to the family engagement section. This section is section 4 of the guidance. This section is all about how to engage families and help them understand why childcare is different during this time. I know that I don't have to tell you that families are critical partners in keeping children safe and keeping them learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Families need to know what's different and why related to how childcare is operating during COVID-19, as well as what they can do to keep help to sorry, excuse me, to help keep the childcare environment safe during this time. In each section, there's a requirement section and a recommendation section. I'm going to first highlight some things about the requirements. So first, there are a number of communications requirements, including informing families about all of these requirements in the guidelines document for operating during COVID-19. Their responsibilities around drop-off and pickup, and to make sure you're communicating in a ways that families can understand. So this means different modalities or different languages. You know your families best. Some examples include written documents like a newsletter or letter sent home, a video you prepare for families, or through individual calls with families. Again, you know what works best for families in your program and how families may need to receive information, differences that exist between families, and what ultimately is going to help families understand these guidelines. The guidelines also require that you conduct activities with families virtually or socially distanced. This is to reduce the number of people that are in the program and to reduce the overall spread of COVID-19. However, you will see that the guidelines also require programs to let families enter a program when there is a health and safety concern for their child, to nurse their child or accommodate other feeding needs, and in some cases, when families can't participate in telephonic or virtual visits. Lastly, the guidelines clarify that you may allow families to tour your program, but only when childcare children are not present. And you'll see here there are these 9 requirements. On the next page, you'll see recommendations. And those provide some suggestions on how to further enhance the way families are engaged in your program, from utilizing photo sharing apps to giving parents a window into their child's day through those apps or through other means. So that is our overview of the family engagement section. If you do have additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Your licensing specialist is a great resource. Your childcare resource and referral locally can also provide you with some great ideas. Thank you so much for watching these videos, and please stay healthy and safe. Thank you very much.